We have decided to make Tinubu a one-time president to end economic hardship, Ladipo Johnson says. Ladipo Johnson. Now, wow, this member of NNPP. Okay, who then in NNPP is going to stop Tinubu? Is it what is his name? The presidential candidate of NNPP that is looking for how to join APC, or who? I don't understand. Eh? Wow, for Ladipo. Let's dive into the details to see where it's coming from and its perspective. The National Publicity Secretary of the new Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, Ladipo Johnson, has criticized the presidency and the secretary to the government of the Federation, George Akume, over their approach to the 2027 presidential election, accusing them of undermining democracy by discouraging northern politicians from pursuing their ambitions, as reported by Punch. Can you imagine? So this guy is fighting for Kwakwanso, of course, the way I say it. And Kwakwanso does not have the liver or what it takes, the content to rule this country. So let's be frank about it. Ladipo Johnson probably will be looking for, attention for APC to grab him, because that is what Kwakwanso is also looking for APC to grab him. So all these guys are just like marketing themselves. That's what I take here. Akume sparked the debate by recommending that northern political leaders abdicate so that President Bola Tinubu may serve a full second term, extending his presidency until 2031. Who go there on that Tinubu for 2031? We need to find an alternative to it anyway, because the hardship is just off radar. It's just too much. It can't be tracked anymore. People are suffering. No food, nothing. Okay, so for the sake of national stability, Akume argued that Tinubu, being from the south, merited another term as president. Who will stay on that Tinubu for this kind of condition now? He will leave, but another southerner will complete the southern tenure before he goes back to the north again. That is just what it is. To counter this, Johnson pointed out that many Nigerians were unhappy with Tinubu's leadership and the present administration's economic policies, and he said that many of these people were ready for a change. Okay, so democracy, according to Johnson, needs strong opposition, and the ruling party should not repress dissent, but rather honor this concept. Okay. So Johnson went on to say that the government should not censor its critics, but rather use their criticisms as a chance to make policy changes and win back the policy's trust, so that they can help alleviate the economic hardships that people are experiencing. The economy should be humming along nicely. It is the goal that this administration ought to be pursuing. No, what the APC administration is doing is, anybody that criticizes them, they will send DSS to the person. Meanwhile, Jared Tenebe, the chairman of APC in Edo State, has vowed to, buy and delete anybody that is criticizing Pebolo in Edo State. And meanwhile, APC is not doing anything. DSS have not seen his doorpost. But if it's PDP that made that statement, the next day you are going to see DSS everywhere. All these security agencies are now tools in the hand of the government to do whatever they want to do. So now they are trying to silence every opposition. Anybody that speak now, they will arrest the person. Very terrible, I'm telling you. Most people wouldn't trust Olubodinyo if they did. Now wow, how? Olubodinyo is PDP now, it's not APC. So what are you saying? So the current state of affairs makes it simple for Nigerians to believe that their government is not leading them in the correct way. So it is currently our attention to ensure that our people do not endure any more economic suffering by making him that Tinubu, one-time president, he stated. Can you imagine? So, in the first of all, who made Tinubu president? He bought it with his money. Nobody made him president. The election was clear. Actually didn't win, but he used his wealth to buy INEC, buy security agencies, buy everywhere. Okay, bought the judiciary, put everybody in his pocket with the money he has, and people actually allowed themselves to be bought. So Tinubu bought this presidency. He didn't really win it from all indications, even though the judiciary tilted the case to favor him. So those are the things here. But the truth is that NNPP does not have the capacity to oust APC by 2027. Let this guy that is talking, Ladipo, just leave it alone. Ladipo Johnson, he's just saying his own. He cannot himself with Kokwanso, and the whole NNPP is only loud in Kano State, not even the whole of the northern region. There is that same party that want to remove President Tinubu by 2027. They are just this is joke of the century. I'm sure Ladipo Johnson is looking for attention. By the time they give him one ministerial position, he will not talk again. He will start talking for APC. Probably that is what he's looking for. But why he may not get it is because NNPP is not a threat to them. The only party that is a threat to APC is Labour Party and PDP. And the key people that are talking in those parties, they are already buying them. That is it. Nobody can buy anybody from NNPP because NNPP is not a threat. It's just in Kano State, not the whole Nigeria. So I think what Johnson is just speaking this one, you know, whole water at all. But again, let's see. I know people will react to his statement. A lot of people will react. Somebody say, you and who made such economic and social lunatic decision? Tinubu is God sent at this juncture of the nation's life. Jonathan ought to have put down his foot to implement all these years back, and we would have been enjoying a better economy now. Look at what this lunatic is also saying. So what do you mean by Jonathan? When Jonathan said he wants to remove first subsidy, was it not Tinubu that caused a riot and everything in Lagos with Tunde Bakare and all of them? All of them arranged to occupy Nigeria in Lagos 2012. We saw it, and they made it difficult for Jonathan, and Jonathan left them. So now Tinubu came in and is removing the first subsidy. We are blaming Jonathan. Now this person must be Olodo. Let's move on. It's only Peter Obi Kokwanso that can help you guys achieve removing Tinubu. Even Atiku cannot, because it is not turn of the north. So but the truth is that nobody can work. We need to be very, very careful. Atiku cannot be trusted. Kokwanso can never be trusted. Kokwanso is just somebody anywhere Bele face is just looking for opportunity to get engaged and be getting money. Kokwanso is the worst anybody can collaborate with. So saying Obi Kokwanso ticket is not going to work. Meanwhile, Kokwanso is not ready to be a vice presidential candidate. He's not ready to step down. He claims to be more important than any other person. So he will remain in his own point. That is it. You know, there's a saying that only a fool claims to be wise in his own eyes. How can a government that removes subsidy has nothing to show with the subsidy remover, then go into what? Then go into borrowing trillions, better Nigeria? Of course. These people removed first subsidy and they didn't show anything for it. Now they went into borrowing. They have nothing to do to better Nigeria. That is the truth. And only came enrich. You guys say, now wow. They only came to enrich themselves. Even though they are there 100 years, Nigeria can only be worst. There is no way a rigging, corrupt leader rule well in a country like Nigeria. Nigeria should come out in mass, okay, against this anti-Nigerian government. Enough of this APC propaganda government. Okay, that is actually what everybody is saying individually, but I have not been able to say it collectively. That's why things are still the way they are. So we wish Tinubu will resign in 2025. For where? Tinubu will rather be a lifetime president of Nigeria. That is it. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment. As Ladipo Johnson, NNPP is wishing that Tinubu will leave 2027. It's a dream of the highest order because they don't have what it takes to push Tinubu out.